Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to HIT This Morning with me, Terrell. I'm not going to do too much talking, but I do want to make sure that you have either a pair of socks available to you, or a towel, or a blanket, anything that you can slide on the floor with, or if you have a pair of gliders, those would be great to have too. I'll give you a few seconds to go grab those items if you don't have those with you, and then we'll go ahead and get started. And so today's workout, we're going to be doing some new movements with some sliding. It should be a lot of fun. Once again, it's all about just challenging yourself and just being comfortable with where you're at. If there's a movement that you're not quite comfortable with, feel free to modify if you need to. So with that said, you should probably have your towel by now, or your socks, or your blanket, whatever you're going to slide around on. Let's go ahead and get started with our light jog. And so since we're just starting this morning, I know this is probably your first movement of the day. This is definitely mine. And so I'm going to start off a little easy this morning. Really feel this into the feet. Make sure that your breathing stays even, getting in touch with the breath. Remember, the breath is so vitally important to movement. Good. Feeling out the balls of the feet, the ankles, the calves. We got those torso rotations coming up. In 3, 2, and 1, and torso rotations. Good. Once again, start off easy with these. This is pretty gentle. It might look pretty aggressive, but I'm actually moving very, very gently right now. And as we continue to go through the next 3 rounds of this warm-up, I'll be speeding this up and getting a little bit more range of motion out of it. I encourage you to do the same thing. So keep going here. We got pulsing squats coming up to open up in our hips this morning. And 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and stay with those feet a little bit outside of the hips, feet slightly turned out, and then lead with the hips, and we're gonna pulse down. As you can see, I'm up pretty high right now, not quite to my 90, but wherever your squat is, just make sure that you're leading with the hips and that the knees are going out. Grab at the ground with the toes, really lift up through those arches. Your feet are all part of the movement as well. Good. And we got bus drivers in 3, 2, and 1. Reach out through the hands, make fists, bend the knees, and with time to add some buoyancy, and then we're gonna go to the right and then to the left. Just making these big circles with the arms. Once again, we're starting off nice and gentle. Good, just make sure to keep those fists really tight here. That's gonna help protect the shoulder joint, especially as we continue to build range of motion through this. Good, we're gonna come back to that light jog in 3, 2, and 1. Good, go ahead. Round 2 of 3. So maybe pick up the pace a little bit. As you can see, I'm in my normal sweats that I usually wear. I like my body to get a little warm before I start removing layers. And so, probably from my old dance days, being at the bar. All right, we got those torso rotations coming up. In 3, 2, and 1. Torso rotations. And rotate. Hopefully you can hear me pretty clearly this morning. I have this brand new fancy mic with this rig set up. I wish you could see it, but I look pretty professional right now. So, definitely learning some new skills of filming and videotaping and vlogging and all these things during this process of self-isolation. Pulsing squats coming up in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go right into it. Maybe sit a little bit lower this time. Once again, really work those hips. Pressing those knees out, just feeling out where your hips are today. Every day, our mobility and flexibility changes. And so you might be up a little bit higher today, or you might be feeling good, and that you might be getting that butt to the ground. All right, bus drivers coming up. In 3, 2, and 1. Stretch those arms, really big circles, side to side. Keep those knees bent. Add some buoyancy in those knees. Push the hips over to the side to really open up through the lateral side of the body. Good, really big circles with those arms. Drive that big bus. Good. We have 15 seconds here. And we're gonna do our last round of jaws after that. Okay. Keep going here, big circles. And 3, 2, and 1. Last round here, coming back to that jog. Maybe pick the knees up a little bit higher. Make sure you continue to breathe. 15 seconds. And we got those torso rotations coming up. I'm starting to feel good this morning. Those feel-good hormones are running through. 3, 2, and 1. Torso rotations. Good. Keep those knees bent. Add some buoyancy in those knees. Experiment with keeping your hips square or letting them turn to the side that you're going to. See how that feels. Good. Keep going with this. Good. We got less than 10 seconds left, and we got our last set of pulsing squats after that. And 3, 2, and 1. Last set of pulsing squats. Good, work it out. Good. This might not be your maximum depth just yet. Your body still might be getting warm, but trust me, we are going to get there. Keep pulsing down. Good, 15 seconds. Bus drivers coming up. Maybe sit a little bit lower if your body's allowing you that openness. 3, 2, 1. Arms stretch out to the side. Big bus drivers leaning from one side to the other, bending the knees. Really big range of motion. Keep the arms above the head. Opening the chest up towards the sky. As you see, my gaze is up because it's keeping my chest open and really giving me the maximum range of motion that I can work with today. Keep going here. And 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead. Deep inhale in. Raise the arms up. Exhale out. Deep inhale in. Raise the arms up. Exhale out. Good. Deep inhale in. Really squeeze the arms to the back. Open up the chest. Exhale out. Squeeze the glutes. Last one. Inhale in. Raise the arms up. Exhale out. Whew. Go ahead and roll the shoulders out. I'm going to go ahead and remove some layers. Get a little bit more comfortable into our program this morning. All right. Also, you know, couldn't make it happen without coffee. So, now, we're going to go ahead and come down to the ground. We're going to do a short warm-up through our hands, and then we're going to jump into some tension cat-cow to warm up through our spine and build from there. So, go ahead and come down to the ground. Go ahead and place your hands right beneath the shoulders. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Grab at the ground with the fingertips. Screw the hands into the ground. Make circles to the right for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. Make sure that keep those elbows straight. 3, 2. Shoulders down towards the hips. 1. Good. Go ahead and turn the fingertips towards the outside. Lean to the right and then to the left for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and turn the fingertips towards the knees. Press down into the palms. Lean back towards the fingers and then come back forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Hold to the back for 10. 9. Push the heels of the hands down. Push the shoulders down towards the hips. Make sure the elbows are nice and straight. Lean back a little bit more. And then come back forward again. And then go ahead and take the back of the hand, turn the back of the hand into the ground, press the palm flat, then spiral that arm down, and then back up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Press down into the palm, and then turn the finger over, and then press down for 5, and 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Good. And then go ahead and lean over towards the fingers and stretch out through the back of the form a little bit more. And then go ahead and peel the hand off the ground. Take the hands, place them right underneath the shoulders. Pull the hands towards the knees and the knees towards the hands. And then go ahead, inhale, come into your cow, and then exhale, come into your cat. Keep your gaze forward. We got that 4 more times. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Maintain pulling the knees towards the hands and hands towards the knees. 2. Last one. Inhale. Good. And then exhale. 1. Good. And then go ahead and come back in, or set back into your plank position. Hands right beneath the shoulders. Fingers spread. Nice and wide. Push the ground over. Screw your hands into the ground here. Stay light on the balls of your feet. Squeeze your hands in towards each other. Round through the upper back. Tuck the pelvis. Squeeze the glutes. We have another 15 seconds left here. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Keep pressing into the thumb mounds and your index finger. Lift up through the chest. Squeeze the inner thighs even more. Squeeze the glutes. Good. And now look down at that right hand. We're going to go to the side plank in 3, 2, 1, and go straight into that side plank on that left side. Good. Lift up through the head. Reach up, reach that hand up towards the sky. Rotate that top shoulder down and away from your ear. Stay active through the fingers. Keep reaching up. Another 15 seconds here. Keep opening up the chest from that bottom shoulder. Don't sink into that shoulder. Push the ground away and screw the hand into the ground. And 3, 2, and look down. Let's switch to the other side. Replace that hand and go straight over. Woo, to the other side. Socks make this a little bit harder. Good. Good. Make sure the body's in one straight line. Squeeze the glutes. Look down at the feet. Make sure that they're flexed, pulling the toes towards the nose. Another 15 seconds. Find stability. Find stillness. Slow your breath down. When things get hard, don't let your breath speed up. Slow it down. Slow it down. And 3, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead. Come back into your plank. Stay in your plank position. Then from here, you can either stay in your plank or come to your knees, but you're going to come up to your fingertips and then back down. We're going to go for 10. 9, fingertips. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause with your fingertips. Pause on your fingertips, so as much weight as you can into your fingers. Grab at the ground with those fingertips. Tuck the pelvis, squeeze the glutes, press the ground away. And then bend the knees, tuck the butt, roll back into that down dog. Press your palms flat to the ground. Press your chest back towards your thighs. Bend your knees. If you're feeling you have tight hamstrings this morning, I'm feeling tight in my lower back. My hamstrings, I'm going to bend my knees a little bit. And then, from here, you're going to go ahead. Lift high the balls of your feet. Bend your knees. Tuck your butt. Roll up into a lazy up dog. Roll your shoulders back for 3, 2, 1. Lift the knees up. Pull your chest through. Squeeze the glutes. Nice and tall through the top of the head. Bend the knees. Tuck the butt. Roll back into your down dog again. Find that down dog. Good. And now, from here, lift high the balls of the feet. Bend the knees. Tuck your butt under. Roll forward into your lazy up dog. Shoulders come to the ears. Roll the shoulders back for 3, 2, 1. Lift the knees up. Squeeze the glutes. Bend the knees. Tuck the butt. Roll back into your down dog. Inhale. Lift your right leg up. Good. Begin to bend that knee and open that hip. Good. Keep lifting the knees. Stay even through your shoulders. Make a big circle. Bring that right foot outside that right hand into a low lunge. From here, even the hips out, drawing back on that right hip. Stay strong with that back leg, pulse down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the bottom, squeeze for 10, 9. Pull back on that leg. Squeeze that back leg. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Really, you should feel this in that right glute. And now replace the hands. Take it back into that down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up, bend the knee and open the hip. Begin to stretch through the left side of the body. Stay even through the hands, stay even through the shoulders, just open through the hips. And a big circle, left foot outside of that left hand. Good. Stay strong for that back leg. Pull back on that left leg to even those hips out. Pulse down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the bottom for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, really pull back. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then take it back into that down dog. Go ahead and walk your feet forward. Good. Into a nice good forward fold. And then go ahead, bend the knees. Good. Go ahead, come all the way down to the ground, to your back, into this hollow body position. Good. Bring the arms above the head, reaching through the fingers, point the toes. Squeeze here, press the lower back into the ground. Lift up through the shoulders. Look to those toes, straighten those legs. Really point, really reach through your fingers, reach through your toes. Keep squeezing your inner thighs. Now just a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and then go ahead and come up. Woo! How is that? Is everybody feeling warm? All right, go ahead, grab yourselves a drink of water or towel yourselves off. We have a little bit more left in our warm-up core sequence, but then we're gonna jump into a bit about conditioning straight away after that. So I'm gonna remove another layer here. Whew. It's 4. So now, go ahead and come back to the ground. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna do a little bit of reverse plank, reverse tabletop. This is the integral position that we don't do enough of. And so we end up really rounding forward in our shoulders. So it's really important that we open up and strengthen our chest and strengthen our back to help our chest stay nice and open. So, wrong movement. So from here, go ahead and place the hands in the back of you here. We're going to do that reverse tabletop first. Go ahead and roll the shoulders onto the back. Get the chest open. Don't sink first. Really open up through the chest. Press the chest forward. Press the fingers away from you. Deep inhale in. Exhale. Press up through the heels. And then lower down for 10. Press up through the heels. Lower down now. Up. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And then hold at the top. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. Really press the ground away. 4. 3. 2. 1. And then go ahead. Come on down. Shake out the arms. Good. A little bit of glute activation and strengthening before we start today. So go ahead and lie down on the side. It's going to be pretty easy compared to everything else that we're going to be doing today. But this knee is going to be bent. You're going to be on the form of this leg. Make sure not sink into that leg. You're going to flex through that top leg here. Really drive through the heel straight through that leg. Pull that kneecap up. And then you're going to lift that leg, turn that foot down. So the toes point down towards the ground. Then from here, we're going to go down, up, up. 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. 29, 28. I feel like Jane Fonda. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold at the top for 10, 9, 8, 7. Higher. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And woo! Feel that burn. Let's go over to the other side. So, switch it on over. Straightening through that top leg, drive through that heel. Good, turn that foot down. So we get that internal rotation, and then we're gonna pulse up for 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 4, 3, 2, 1, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, stay strong, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, straighten that leg, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, turn that toe down, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, higher, 6, 5, stay strong. The leg is shaking. 2, and lower down. Woo! All right, guys. Go ahead, give your legs some love. I'm gonna go ahead and put my socks back on. All right. So now is the part of class where we're going to go into our metabolic conditioning. So we're going to first start off with 20 seconds of rest, but we're going to start off with a similar sequence that we did a couple weeks ago with the squat into the squat jump. And so you're going to have 2 squats to every squat jump. Okay? And so go ahead and start with those feet a little bit wider than the hips, or whatever your squat position is. Turn those feet out, screw those feet in. Here we go. So you're going to go down. Squat, 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 jump, and land softly. Good. You got this for 40 seconds. Make sure that when you land, you want to think land like a cat. Toe ball heel. You don't want to hear that landing. Nice. We're more than halfway there. Squeeze those glutes. Screw those feet into the ground. 3, 2, and 1. Nice, good. Go ahead, shake it out. This time, we're going to go ahead and do our sliding maneuvers. So go ahead and roll up your mat. And come down to the ground. We're going to come into a push-up position. Hands going to be right beneath your shoulders here. And you're going to slide the legs in, back, push up. In, push up. Whew. Now try to keep those hips nice and low when you do these glides. Squeeze the inner thighs, screw the hands into the ground. You can also do these on your knees. You slide in, knees on the ground. Just remember, keep that pelvis tucked. If you tuck it under, good. And then lead that way. Keep going here. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Go ahead, come on up. It's tough work. So now, what we're going to do is going to do a little bit of alternating lateral lunges, sliding, really working those inner thighs. So come to that little squat, going to slide out, pull back in. As you can see, I'm staying low in my squat as I pull everything back in. Low and pull. Push. Woo! Good. Keep that torso upright. Ooh! This is getting me. We're more than halfway there though. Keep it up. Really stay strong through those legs. Pinch the shoulder blades together. 3, 2, and rest. Last movement that we're going to do today, these pike ups. So you're gonna come, you're gonna start in your down dog position, pike up to, start in your plank position, and then pike up to a down dog, and we're gonna add something into it. So, start in your plank, pike up to your down dog, bend the elbows, press back, push those feet back, pike up, find that down dog, bend the elbows, press back, and come back to your plank. Pike up, bend those elbows, press back, and down. Up, take it back, bend those elbows, and up. Two more, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, guys. Active recovery. So, let's go ahead and work on those hip rotations a little bit. So, we're gonna do some controlled articular rotations in the hips. If you have one to put on my back, or just any item that's gonna keep us honest, You know, if the block falls or if it tips too much, that the hips are getting a little uneven. So go ahead and place your block or whatever object it is on your lower back. Press into the ground. We're gonna start with this front leg first. So bring that knee into the chest, keep that foot flexed, carry it out to the side. Rotate that heel up, kick that heel up, even out the hips, and then bring it back in. We're gonna do that 5 times on each side. I'm going to do these a little bit faster than I typically would if I were working on mobility during my recovery day, but that's okay. We're just getting a little bit of movement in the hips, just creating intelligent hips, so that way when we come back to those squats or those lateral lunges, that we're able to use that new space. Let's do one more here. Carry it out, rotate it up, kick it up, and then take it back. And then down. If your block fell, go ahead and replace the block. Let's go ahead and do the other side. Make sure we're not compensating anywhere else in the body when we're doing this, so we're not leaning to one side or the other, that the only motion is coming from the hip joint. So bring that knee in towards that forearm. Other side now. Rotate it up, kick it up, bring it in. Take it back. Good, that was 5. Good, make sure no compensation. Stay even through the hands. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. 4, 3, 2, last one here. Yeah, here we go. Have a little bit of sticking point. Rotate in. 1. Woo! Hope that felt good to you. While we're here, if you have your block, go ahead and sit on it for just a moment. We're just gonna go ahead and just do some butterfly bounces. These are great for just opening up through the hips in a very gentle way. Good. So if you heard that, that was our clock for our rest break. In another 15 seconds, we're going to start back with those squats again. So go ahead, slow your bounce down. Go ahead, let's stand up. Let's go ahead and start with the squat, 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 jump. Let's go, guys. Find your position. Let's do it. So squat, squat. Good. I'm definitely feeling more space in my hips. So I'm able to utilize that space now. Land softly. If I were in my apartment, I definitely would want to land, so I didn't want my underfloor neighbors to hear me. So think about that. If you're in a house, land like you live in an apartment. Good, we got 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, y'all. Go ahead and roll up your mat. Starting our sliding series of movements. All right. So come into your push-up position. Screw the hands to the ground. Good. I'm gonna do it with my legs together this time. Really focusing on squeezing my inner thighs. Make sure those elbows don't flare out. Keep those elbows pointing to the back of the body. The arms should only be about a few inches away from the body. 10 seconds. Take breaks when you need. This is a lot of high volume work, hard work. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Nice job. Go ahead, stand up. Let's go ahead. The sliding lateral lunges. I know some people know me for super complicated movements, but this workout's killer. These movements aren't complicated. So, it doesn't have to be complicated to be effective. So, go ahead. Come out and slide out and then in. And that's the thing. Every movement that we do is based off of these basic movements. You build your foundation with these, and then the crazy movements can come in later. Good, we're halfway there. Good. Remember, this is your workout. If you need to take a moment to breathe, or if it's burning too much, feel free to take that moment. 3, 2, and 1. Good. So just in case I wasn't clear on the last one, it's a glide up to pike, and then a half dolphin press up, and then back into your plank. And so that's what we're doing when we're bending those elbows. So it's basically you get to down dog, bend your elbows halfway, and then press back up. So go ahead, find your plank. Good. You're gonna come up to that pike, bend those elbows, press back to your plank, up to your pike. Bend those elbows, and down. Pike, and down. Pike. You want to pull your feet toward your hands and your hands toward your feet to create that pike. Squeeze the elbows in towards each other when you bend them. We got 10 seconds here. Time does not seem to stop. Or it does seem to stop when you're not looking at it. Good. Go ahead, come down, shake it out, guys. Whew. Now let's open up through our quadriceps a little bit. One of the tightest areas of a lot of people. So go ahead, roll your mat out. And now from here, go ahead, bring, let's start with my left leg forward, right leg to the back. I'm gonna be on the ball of my foot in the back, so I can press back through that heel. That's gonna help even my hips out and activate this glute. And I'm gonna draw back on this front leg. Stay nice and tall through the spine, and then I'm just gonna pulse forward. For 10, 9, 8, squeeze this back right glute, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold at the bottom, keep the chest lifted for 10, 9, 8, 7, squeeze this glute, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Sink into it. Squeeze glute, hold 10, 9, 8, squeeze like you're trying to pull your legs together, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sink. Woo, it's amazing how much space this opens up. Last time here, squeeze and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Oh, that feels so good to get that space open. Press back. And let's go ahead and switch over to the other side. So, right foot forward, left foot back. Stay on the ball of the left foot. Good, go ahead, even the hips out by drawing back on that right leg. Draw that left leg forward. Squeeze that glute nice and tall through the spine. Pulse forward for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, and squeeze for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Hold it here for a moment. Squeeze, hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Woo! A little bit tighter on my left quad today. Left hip flexor, squeeze and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Oh, let's go ahead, stand up. Let's go straight into those squats, into those squat jumps. So, got 1, 2, squat. Now, if you want to, especially now that we're getting further into the class, leave the jump out and just come to the toes. Your body might be feeling a little tired, but we've had a good amount of recovery as well. And so, which raises a valid point, recovery is just as important. The reason why is that way we can really focus on keeping our body safe as we're going through HIIT, because then we're using our mind and not just mindlessly doing the movements. Good, shake it out. So, let's go ahead, roll that mat up. It's all about that mind-body connection. Good, go ahead, come down to the ground. I know you love these. 3, 2, and 1. Good. And I'm going to spin my legs a little bit wider. Bring them in and then out. Just seeing how that changes it. It might feel a little different to you. This is great for the hips as well. So many different variations of movements that you can do to get different training effects. Keep those hands screwed into the ground. Keep those shoulders open. We're more than halfway there. Five seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Stand up for those sliding lateral lunges. 15 seconds here. Go ahead. Drink my lifeblood. All right. Let's go. Woo! Slide it out and in. Really test that depth. See how low you can get. Woo! Just felt some new space open in my hips. This is great for mobility. And remember, part of mobility is strength. We're more than halfway there. As you can see, even my form is starting to break down a little bit. And so when it does, I just slow it down. And really focus on where I'm breaking down. Woo! Shake it out. Last thing in this sequence, those pike to dolphins. Let's go ahead and do it, y'all. I know this is tough. Screw those hands into the ground. Plank position. Good. Pike. Bend those elbows. Press back to the plank. Pike. Remember, pull the feet towards the hands and the hands towards the feet. See if you can get a little bit lower. Really test the limits of your strength here. And this is also, almost everything that we've been doing so far is great for your mobility to open up through the body if you go just a little bit deeper every time. Three, 2, nice, and down. Oh, man, we are getting it today, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and open up through our chest and our shoulders a little bit. So we're gonna do a little bit of puppy, cat, cow. So, start at the back edge of your mat in your tabletop position. Walk your fingertips forward, push your butt to the back. Stay on your fingertips. Press down hard into your fingers as you push your butt to the back. Really arch the butt up towards the sky. And then press down to the palms. And then press down hard into the hands like you're trying to push into the earth. Push your hands to the center of the earth. And then press your chest down. Just until you feel that stretch underneath the underside of the underarms going to the lats. And hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up. Tuck the pelvis. Round through the spine. And then press the armpits down. Hold for 10. 9. Press down hard. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up halfway. Stick your butt out. Press down hard to the hands. Press your chest down. Hold for 10. 9. Make sure to screw those hands into the ground. 8, 7, 6, 5. Press down hard. 4. This should burn. 3, 2, 1. Press up. Round through the spine. Press down hard to the hands. Press the armpits down. Hold for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Press up. Now go ahead. Bring your elbows down to the ground. Bring your hands together in a prayer position and then pull. Push your chest out towards the ground and stretch those triceps out. Just hang out here. Just breathe. You deserve this break. Your recovery is just as important. We're going to our 4th of 5 rounds here. That's a lot of volume of work. So it's important to take rest. Try to get the thumbs to touch the back of the head if you're not there already. Just breathe. So there's this. So, we're in our second to last round. I know by now you're probably tired. I know just like me, you're probably dripping in sweat. Oh, it's getting my eyes, burning my contacts. But we got this. Let's do this together. All right, so starting those squats. So you got squat, squat, squat. Nice, good. Make sure you keep the weight in those heels. Make sure those toes also stay active when you're doing the squats. They're part of the movement. Land softly. Good, we're more than halfway. 15 seconds. These are 40-second rounds. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Shake it out. Now, into those push-ups. They're so great and lovely. I know y'all love them so much. All right, let's do this. All right, find your push-up position. Let's go. I'm gonna do that wide leg variation. I really like that one. Felt really good. Follow up from the squats. Now, after this, we really better stretch out through our hip flexors. We've done a lot of work stressing out these hip flexors. Stay with it, y'all. We're almost there. 5 seconds. Squeeze the glutes, the pelvis. Don't let that belly sag. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Oh, man. We're doing it today. Those lateral lunges. Can't talk. Let's just go. No, y'all waiting on the moment when Terrell can just shut his mouth. And I'm focusing more now on the depth. Not so much the speed, but the depth. Really seeing how much mobility I can use and strengthening myself in my end ranges of motion. 15 seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Pike out to dolphins. Whew. Find out plank position. Let's go. Make sure, don't cheat this. Keep those biceps in line with those ears. Look towards that belly button and then bend those elbows. Keep that butt high to the sky. More than halfway there. All right, guys, come over to your mat. Suck it through your side body. So, go ahead, find it hard to breathe. Come over to your mat, bring your right knee onto the inside of your left leg. If you are having a hard time sitting up straight, prop your hips up with a block, books, anything that's going to help you get that height in your hips. You can also put something under this knee in case this is a little too much for this hip or this knee. Now from here, why don't you take a deep inhale in, lift up through the chest, and then twist over towards your right leg. Flex that right foot or left foot, press that heel down to the ground, grab this knee with this hand here, take this hand, place behind your head, and then lift that elbow up, and then come back center. Lift the elbow. Don't focus so much on leaning to the side. Focus more on just lifting the elbow up and then down for 8, 7, 6. Stay active through that left foot. It's hard to, it's easy to forget. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. We're going to hold this one for a moment. You can bring this hand to the inside of the leg and just keep trying to lift up through that elbow. Keep your chest up. Don't collapse in the chest. Stay open. Feel that space open. And now go ahead and come down. Let's go ahead and go to the other side. One more round of hit after this, y'all, and then we will be done with all the hard work. Thank y'all for joining me today. I know this has been a challenging class, but y'all have stuck with it. All right, so let's go ahead. Nice and tall through the spine. Make sure you're sitting up even on your sits bones too, that you're not leaning on one sits bone or the other. Those 2 bony prominences on your butt. And then go ahead and lean to the side, bring some twist, and go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then go ahead and rest and lift up that elbow. Just gonna be here for just a few seconds. Stay lifted through the chest. Go higher. And now go ahead and place that elbow. Last round here, y'all. Let's go ahead and do it. Stand up. All right, squats into those squat jumps. So, squat, squat. Whew. I'm definitely gonna feel this. I know you are too. Land soft. Don't forget your technique. I know it's hard now, but now is the time where you want to focus on that the most. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Push-ups. Once again, stick with that wide leg variation for myself. But for you, do whatever you choose. This is your workout. So make sure we're staying safe. Screw those hands into the ground. Arms right outside of the shoulders. And let's bring it. Now, make sure to not let your head hang on your push-ups. A lot of times, people let their heads hang and it causes a lot of tension in the back part of the neck. Find a point to focus on slightly in front of you. And that'll help you keep your head and neck in line with your spine. Press the ground away as you're here. 10 seconds. We're almost there. Keep it strong. Drop to the knees if you need to. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Oh man. Whew. It's gonna stand up. Second to last movement. 40 seconds of work. It's only 80 seconds. Only 10 more seconds than a minute and a half. No, less than 10 seconds. Minute and a half. So we got less than a minute and a half of work. Let's go ahead and do it. It's hard to do math when you're tired. Okay, bring it in. Keep it up, y'all. We're more than halfway there. Once again, find something to focus on. Really maintain that activation. You're doing great. 3, 2, nice. All right, y'all. Last movement. It is hard work for today. Just going into the pike ups, into the dolphins, or half dolphins. Let's go ahead, find that plank position, screw those hands to the ground, index finger pointed forward. Let's do it. Pike up. As you see that last one, I wasn't quite in my pike, so I found my pike first, and then I did it. It's okay to correct yourself as you're going through this. That means that you're paying attention to what your body is doing and trying to perfect the movement even under stress. And that's how your movement gets better. Or one of the ways. 5 seconds, we're almost there. 3, 2, oh man. Great work, guys. How y'all feel? Oh, good. That was a lot. But you have earned what we are about to do right now. So right now we're going to go into our flexibility sequence. These are just some gentle stretches just to cool us down and to prepare our bodies for the next round of movement, whatever that means. If that's tomorrow, that's late this afternoon, but it's always good to work on flexibility. So make sure you stick around for this. So go ahead, we're going to come into a frog. Spread the knees as comfortably wide as you can. Remember, when you're stretching and working on mobility, you only want to go to where you feel sensation. It's going to look different on everybody. And so be honest with where your body is. Find a position that you can hold for 2 to 3 minutes. And then really find that anterior pelt twist. So you stick your butt towards the sky. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see how that looks. And then once you find that position, that anterior pelt tilt, sticking your butt towards the sky, and then you can work your way down to your forearms if you're not there already. And then we're just going to hang out here. So I'm going to work myself down slowly to my forearms. As you can see, my hips are really tight, so it affects my lower back. Eventually they'll give way. And so as we sit here in this stretch, so everything relax. The lower back relax, so the inner hips, thighs relax. Stay long through the spine. You can let the head hang here. This is your time to just hang out. Keep the feet flexed. Keep pushing the hips back towards the heels. That's going to help the hips open even more. Make sure we're opening in the right areas. Focus your breath. Once you feel that space open up, then open the legs up a little bit wider. Press the hips back a little bit more. Just breathe into that space. You might be feeling things releasing your hips, and I know I am. Press your hips back one more time in this position. And then from here, go ahead, we're going to come to like this up dog frog. So bring the base of your feet together. Good. And then push your hips down towards the ground as you lift up through your chest. And this is going to get a little bit more towards the top of those hip flexors there to stretch out everything that we did earlier. Your feet can be up or down on the ground depending on where your mobility or flexibility is. And let's go ahead and come like that. Then go ahead and turn your mat. We'll stretch your mat back out. Ooh, some sweat in my eyes. It's burning! So one of my favorite closing off stretches to do is the shoulder stretch that we're about to do. So go ahead and lie down on your bellies. And then you're going to stretch your arm out to the side. I'm going to start with my right arm here. It could be straight out to the side, it could be up at a 45, or really anywhere in between there. For my purposes, for what I'm feeling in my body, I'm going to put it up at a 45. Good. And then I'm going to look over towards the opposite side, lift that opposite, or bend that opposite knee, press into my left hand here, and then just slowly twist. And open up. So I'm going to move here for just a second. Just some gentle opening. You should feel really good after all those push-ups and pipe-ups that we did. And then go ahead and come back center, and let's go to the other side. Stretch out through that left arm, press down to that hand, and bend that knee, and then twist and open up. As you can see, my foot starts pretty high up, and as I feel that shoulder, the bicep, everything, my chest, everything kind of give way, that foot works, it's a little closer to the ground. So it's a great way to kind of test to see where your mobility and flexibility lies. And come back. Center. And push yourself up. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for joining me today. I know this was a tough workout, but you stuck with it 5 rounds of some pretty crazy strength training work. And so I hope this felt good on your body. I hope you learned something new. You developed some new areas of strength. Don't forget to comment on this. Don't forget to like it as well. And then I will see you again on Sunday at 10 for Strength Mobility Flow. Everybody have a great one.
Just in time.